Let us now take on a topic that has become front and center to where Pakistan is right now, our availability of foreign exchange to pay for critical goods and services. Given that our reserves have depleted down to such a low level that we have to prioritize, pick and choose what goods and what services we can afford to pay for. So at this point in time, it might be a good idea for us to just have a high level primer, high level understanding of how a country operates, how a country earns foreign exchange, and how they're able to build a reserve over a period of time. So let's go ahead and look at some of the factors, some of the reasons how foreign money comes into a company, into a country. So how does Pakistan or how does any country receive foreign exchange? The first item obviously is when you sell goods to other countries. So clearly, the more items you have to sell, the more manufacturing you've got going on, the more demand you have, the other countries have for what you're producing, the better position you are in to be able to sell these items to foreign countries, and they of course pay you in dollars. Or similar to goods, when you sell services to other countries, now they could be a back office services, they could be some services that you're able to perform from remote, that so you don't actually have to be physically on site in those companies. Or maybe you're sending some of the people out occasionally and they travel, they go on site and they come back. Regardless, you are a Pakistan based operation, you're providing services to a company and they pay you for whatever services you're performing, and that obviously comes in terms of US dollars as well. Let's keep going. When you export your talent to other countries, so that's the case when whether it's blue collared or white collared, when people relocate temporarily to other countries, or temporarily or on a long term basis, and they earn over there in their currencies, and they send remittances to their families. Now, this of course assumes that the remittance comes from legal channels through the bank, and when that comes in, that of course the country benefits from how the money is coming in. Let's keep going. When foreign companies invest in ventures in Pakistan and they send money to their partners. So this is clearly a case of some kind of a joint venture. Then there's foreign entity and there's a Pakistani entity or multiple perhaps entities, and they're working together on similar projects. And through the partnership, the foreign company would send money towards the business, which is then able to spend and buy goods and services and produce what the clients are looking for. When expatriates make investments in Pakistan, when people who are settled abroad and they buy properties, for example, real estate, or they invest in other ventures in Pakistan, they send money towards those causes. So that's one way for Pakistan to earn foreign exchange for when expatriates make investments. Or when expatriates try to help with social causes. This money goes to charities, and again, assuming that the money goes through the legal and proper channels and shows up through the banks, this is again another critical source for how foreign exchange comes in. And then, of course, the foreign aid. So when countries, unfortunately, such as Pakistan, when they have need for foreign exchange, and they're not able to meet the need by way of their own production or their own services that they provide to other countries, then unfortunately we have to go to the international bodies, whether International Monetary Fund or the World Bank or other countries, and they provide us some kind of an assistance. Assistance could be a grant or it could be a loan that must eventually be paid back. So these are some of the areas that a country uses to get the foreign exchange. Now, so we could, of course, stay on this sheet for a really long time. Um, but the point that we are trying to make here is that if these are some of the avenues and we are aware of what they are, then as a country, as individuals, as teams of people, people who are potentially able to do something about this, these are the areas that we must be focusing on to help Pakistan move in the right direction.